people, what we're going to talk about today is inspiration, okay? Intuition. So your intuition, I'm not going to be talking as I'm preaching. I'm just going to talk normal, not like I'm giving a speech or anything like that, okay? But, okay, so just remember this. It takes one person. One person can destroy your life completely and utterly to the highest level. One person. Okay, just turn on the news, you'll see. Okay? Now, on the other hand, it takes one person to completely change your life for the better. Okay? So, just one person. And now, when you think about how massive this world is, like how many people are in this world, and how many times you associate with people through the day, you know, whether you're just going to the grocery store, whether you're just walking down the street, whether, you know, it's a friend of a friend, it doesn't matter. Like, you're around people all the time. So, if you have a bad feeling about somebody, don't feel bad for judging people. That judgment is a protection for you. Now, on the other hand, if the Spirit motivates you to talk to somebody, even though you feel awkward and you're shy and you're just like, what? And the Spirit's motivating you to say something to somebody, just realize that one thing that you could tell somebody could change their life completely. You don't know. What if they were suicidal? You know, and you just come and you just say one sweet word of encouragement and it changes everything. Like, I'm just saying, it's so powerful. Like, every decision we make, it really is that important. It's so interesting because it's like we kind of live like, you know, in our daily lives where it's just like we kind of do mundane things, like, you know, the same thing a lot of the times we find ourselves in. But it's just so weird. It's like okay, when you're driving on the street, or you're on the freeway, one wrong turn and you can like completely die. You know what I mean? So it's not anything to be afraid of, but it's just to show you, like, I mean, to bring to the reality is that, like, our life is very valuable, but it's very fragile at the same time. So what the two things that are going to help you get by in this life, and so this is the only thing that people really truly need to master. Okay, so any decision that you make, okay, so if you make a decision based on fear, anxiousness, anxiety, the outcome is 99% bad. Actually, it's going to be a huge percent, almost to the 100% bad. Okay, the outcome is going to be bad. So pay attention to your feelings. If anxiousness, and anxiety and fear and all these things start stirring up within your spirit, that's like a spirit of warning, saying, go away, like, get away from the situation, remove yourself from the situation. Okay, so you need to listen to it, because that can change the whole course of your life. It may change the whole course of your life. Okay, now, if you make a decision where it's like you feel maybe something out of your comfort level, something out of your zone, where the Spirit is encouraging you to reach out to somebody, even though you're just like, what? And you're just like, this is not my normal, like, everyday routine. Like, what? You want me to talk to who? Why? What? But the Spirit is encouraging you, and you just keep saying, you know, talk to this person, tell them something. You do it. So there was this one time I was working at a restaurant, and the Spirit, it just, like God, He overcame me. It was so strong. And it was this person that I was serving. Okay. I didn't know her story, but the insight that came to my mind was that she had lost her mother. So I just felt like I just started crying. I could feel what she was going through, even though I didn't know her. I didn't know anything about her. I didn't even get a chance to really talk to her. I was just taking her drink order. But that's the information that came to me. I felt like I didn't know what to say. I was really shy. I'm just like, well, what can I say? Like, I wanted to reach out to her in love, but I just didn't know what to say, you know? So just realize this, that that's the way God works a lot of times. A lot of times God, he wants to stretch our spirit, you know? So he's going to he's going to come through and inspire you to be stuff, to be out of your norm sometimes. And it's going to be uncomfortable, but there's going to be a push, for you too. And so, but if you trust it, it can make all the difference in the world. Like, it can completely change the course of your life. So let's just imagine this. What if you were in a place, right? And God was telling you, talk to this person. And, you had a lot of things going on or in your life or whatever. And you're just like, oh, but no, but God, like, but this, that, or whatever. He's like, talk to this person. Talk to this person. The spirit just keeps coming over you. It's just like, talk to this person. And you're just like, what? Why? Oh, come on now. It's not that big a deal. What if that person was a record producer or something like that, and they could they were meant to sign you up on if you're like a singer or something. I'm a singer, so that's the way I'm thinking. And then it changes the whole course of your life. So the coolest thing we could ever do in this life is make sure that the more that we connect by, praying, reading scriptures, taking care of our health, okay? And, if there's other people out there that may not be religious, or if they're, agnostic, or they are, don't believe, they're atheists or whatever, you can still find the essence of God through nature by doing good for people, to where that's going to invite the spirit. The spirit is going to overcome you if you are constantly thinking about other people. If you want to do good, go feed the homeless, go help out with people in their homes, build homes for people, find ways to serve people, because that's how the spirit will intervene and come in your life and soften your heart to where you'll remember that feeling. You'll know what the spirit feels like. So then when the spirit comes through to you and either it gives you a warning, because you'll know what it feels like when you don't feel the spirit. Okay. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have a sense of warning, or you're going to have a sense of urgency. But you just know. Okay. So that's the cool thing. So just make sure that every single day you do act upon your inspiration, even though it's uncomfortable, even though it's not familiar. You're just like, okay. Just know it's all going to turn out really good. It's going to turn out so good. But God does not work through anxiousness ever. He never does. He never works out of fear. No. He'll give you warning, but the warning is different. It's not out of fear. So I'm trying to think about, whoever's come across this video, have you ever came across a feeling of warning about something or somebody? What does it feel like? To me, it feels like a scratchiness on the energy field. It feels like, I don't even know. It's really hard to explain. It feels like a coldness. All of a sudden, this cold feeling just overcomes you. Or something like that. So I think that's a sense of warning. Or a sense where your heart starts beating and you're just like, oh my goodness. And you just feel like something's off. You know what I mean? Off. Or strange or something like that, So just know this, y'all, please. If God tells you to remove yourself from a situation or from somebody, please listen. Don't be in a state of fear. Know that God has He has a way for you. So anytime that God commands you to do something, if He says, remove yourself right now, if you listen, God will prepare a way for your escape. If you don't listen, though, and, even if you're whatever, if you're not a non-believer or whatever, God still loves you, okay? So either way, whatever you want to call it, if you want to call it the universe, whatever, God still is personal. It is personal when He does reach out to you. You need to pay attention to it. So I hope that anybody out there, I hope that this can help you. So y'all have a good day.